Hello, and welcome back to our Minecraft 120 Let's Play. I've got a great episode for you today. Got lots of stuff planned. The first thing I want to do is get rid of this old iron armor. It's definitely not protecting me very well, especially because it's not enchanted either. So first I want to upgrade to some nice diamond armor. The next thing I want to do is work on the storage. As you can tell, it's getting pretty cluttered here. Things are not really in a great order, so it's making it really hard for me to get any projects done. What I want to do is build a great big storage room right out here. I've got the area all cleared off and ready to go once we can get started, but first I want to work on that armor. So let's go start and mine some diamonds. So I got an awful lot of strip mining done and came away with almost 2 stacks of diamonds. I think that's a great amount. So now I can go and start on my full diamond armor and enchanting that. That's why we got the librarian set up last time. So let's go start making some armor. So I realized I don't want to keep having to run from our house over to the library as I need to enchant stuff. So I'm going to move the enchanting table in here. I think what I'll do is I'll take the stuff out of this corner and place it right here so it's easy to access next to all the librarians. Now I've just got to figure out the best way to set this up so that all the bookshelves count towards the enchanting. I think that looks good, and with the bookshelves where they are, that should give us level 30 enchantments. So now I want to start getting my armor. I'm going to try and enchant it to get as many good enchantments as I can first, and then I'll go through the librarians and get what books I need to add more onto it. So let's go. Those are some pretty good boots right there. Well, those levels sure went fast. I guess I need to go and trade for some more emeralds and go get some more levels at our skelly farm. Now I'm fully decked out with full enchanted gear. This is awesome. Now hopefully I'll quit dying to everything. So this is the area that I want to build the storage building in. This is going to be a giant stump of spruce wood with a house built into it. It will have little windows coming out of different areas and mushrooms growing out of it as well. If you then follow me to the back of this area and come down here, you could see where I've already done a little terraforming. With this ledge coming out of the mountain, I'm going to be building some of the roots of the stump coming down and around this opening. I'll then dig into the mountain to make it into an open cave. With that extra space, I can then add more storage if I run out. Plus, I also want to make a large smelting area and a lava farm next to it for fuel. Now with the plan in place, let's get started on the time lapse. Now that I've got the trunk done, I still want to go through and add some more parts of the houses that are jutting out of this. In order to do that, though, I need to get a way to get up and down in here. As you could tell, it's pretty open and there's no real easy way. So I think what I'll do is I'll go through and create the stairs going up and some platforms around here and work on getting the stairs going down into the cave below. I want to do 6 blocks in between each floor. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks and then the floor on top of that. That way I've got enough space to put a lot of chests here. Now with the floors and stairs all done, I want to finish up with the exterior. I can now go through and add in some extra bits of houses coming off of this to break up all of the brown color. So we'll be adding in some windows and maybe a little mushroom turret and probably some mushrooms on there as well. With the windows added in, I want to add some mushrooms coming off the stump. And as always, it needs some bushes added to help with the color and breaking up of the giant wall of brown here. And finally, I want to add in the pathway to connect the base of the tree, then add in the terraforming around the cave. I'll be using the same blocks as I did for the mine, so it will have mossy and regular cobblestone, tough and dripstone blocks. Now I can start on the interior. I want to begin by adding in walls for the stairs. This will help to separate the inside and just make sure that there's a difference between the spaces. I will then want to bring more of the cyan color in by covering the walls with the warped fungus. That will give me a nice flat wall to work with rather than trying to fit all of the chests in these curves. I will then add the floor in. It will be a combination of dark oak, warped wood, jungle wood, and light blue terracotta. Now we can start to put the chests in, and this is where our sugarcane and bamboo farm comes in handy. All of the bamboo will be able to turn into wood planks, and those wood planks will be able to be turned into chests. That's so much easier than going through and cutting down all the trees. And we can't forget to make lots of barrels with it as well. I'll start adding the chests in on this wall, and this will be our wood storage wall. I'm leaving it a half slab up there so we'll still be able to open the chests. And now I want to go through on the floor and place the color of planks that's going to be in that box in front of it. And I'm just missing the mangrove wood because I haven't cut down any of those trees yet. And I can now go in and stick a sign at the beginning of each of these rows to let us know what's in the chests. I want to put some chests on this wall to add a little storage for wood-related products that don't need a double chest. I do want to put some item frames on there to label these ones, but I need some more leather, so I guess it's time to go visit our cow friends. I've just been breeding them up a little. I promise, cows, I'm only here to say hello. Oh, it looks like a couple of you escaped. I want to add in here things like sticks, bamboo, ladders, and dead bushes. So all kind of our small little wood products here. And don't worry, there's still a few more that I can add in. And I can also expand storage up if I need to. And on this wall, I want to do the same thing except with stone variants. And I'll probably only need the first 3 layers of chests for what's on the bottom here. And then I can go through and add in other block types up in these layers. And lastly, for storage on this floor, I want to put all the ores here. I think we just want to add some decorations. We still want to get a little bit of lighting in here because it's still a little dim. With some wax, I can make some candles for in there. I can place in some of the mob heads. Can always add some paintings in. Let's throw some lighting up here. And it's always good to throw in some workstations around here. And a spore blossom. I really love these little particles that they give off. Okay, I think this first floor is done. I think it turned out amazing and we have plenty of storage here and plenty of space to expand still. Now I want to go up to the second floor, and on this floor, it's going to be storage for plants and other natural things like that. Now over here by the main window, I want to start adding in some walls to help better differentiate the space. And I'm going to fill in the floor here because without it, I just don't really have enough room to walk through, and it looks a little odd from down below. I'll leave the rest open still for some light, but I'm going to fill the rest of this in. And I'm also going to even out this wall right here so that we have a nice smooth place to put chests as well. And don't forget to light up back here. You don't want anything spawning. And now I can start adding in chests along this wall. Now I'm going to go through and start labeling these chests. I want to start with a section here for all the flowers. And I'm going to organize them by color. And I can't wait to start a farm for the sniffers so we can get some of the torch flowers and pitcher plants. Okay, and that should be all of the flowers that we've got there. I'm going to take out these chests so that I have a divider in between the rows. And then I'm going to start with the other miscellaneous plants. And here I'm going to place in all of the terracotta and its variants. I'll also be storing in any of the glazed terracotta in these as well. And in this corner is going to be all of our wool and our banner making area. We'll have all the colors of wool in these chests here, and we'll have things like dies and banner patterns and banners. So now I want to get that labeled. And the reason I'm using signs in the majority of this is because these item frames here make a lot of lag when you put this many in an area. So in order to keep this area as lag-free as possible, I want to use signs instead. Oh, hello, Mr. Trader. We can put you right there. Now that I've got the Wandering Trader taken care of, I've also labeled all the chests for the wool. And next to it, I've got all of our farm items here. So melons, pumpkins, carrots, potatoes, all of that kind of stuff. Next to it will be all of our concrete storage. And on this side will be all of our ocean drops, so things like prismarine and coral. So I think I've got the storage done in here. Now I just want to add a few decorations up here as well. think that's beautiful. And just to break up the floor a little, I want to add a rug. I'll start with a cyan border on the outside, and I'll add a decorative pattern in lime, white, and magenta wool. And with that, the second floor is done. We've got all the chests in here ready to go. Now we get to move on to the third and final floor. This floor is going to hold all of our nether stuff and deep dark stuff, and anything else that I haven't fit down below. So let's get going on this floor. So I want to put nether wart block along this wall to show where all of the nether storage is going to go. And then I want to put some of the skulk over here. But I've only got 3 blocks, so I'm going to need to go and mine some. I'll add some silk touch to my hoe, and then we'll get going. Okay, let's go get that skulk. I've got plenty of skulk now, so I can start filling in the walls here. That is such a weird sound that it makes when you place it, though. With the walls done on this floor, I've now got spots to put the skulk, mob drops, things from the nether, and redstone. That should pretty much cover everything we still need to have storage for. Now I just need to get all the chests and barrels in. With the floor being so close to the wall, I do have to put double chests right against the wall. I can't put them in long ways, otherwise there wouldn't be enough space to walk. So that's how they'll be stored on this wall and this wall. Knowing how accident prone I tend to be and how often I tend to fall off of stuff, I think I better put a railing up right now. That's awesome, now I won't be able to fall off. I should probably put the railing on the upper deck as well. And let's get back to the grind of labeling all these chests. I am going to put the nether quartz ore up here. All of the regular quartz blocks will go downstairs. With all the nether wood downstairs, we just need to put the other things that come in the crimson forest. So right now, I've got all of the nether blocks done. I've got the skulk. I've got any sort of mob drops right here. And now I want to work on the redstone. I want to put things on just above the chest so I know what's being held in it. I think that'll be an interesting way to organize these things. Maybe I should face that one around though. I'll also be storing a lot of the metal-heavy items here, like cauldrons and anvils. And lastly, to finish this build off, I just need to add a few decorations on this floor as well. Oh my gosh, you guys, I think this build turned out wonderful. I think this is one of the best storage rooms I've ever done. I love how each floor has a different theme to go with what's there. And it's definitely large enough to fit all of our needs plus expansion. Now it's time to come down here and get an area dug out so I can start on a lava farm and a smelter system. With that all dug out, now I can start gathering up all the things I need for the build down there. Don't worry, I'll come back and replace some of these furnaces later. I've got to get a bunch of iron. This is probably going to take all of my reserves to do this. And the pointed dripstone, so that the lava will drip into cauldrons. I'll need a bunch of clay to make some bricks. And let's break this down into some balls. It's so satisfying to build a tower up and be able to look around, and then just mine your way down to the bottom. And my goodness, look at this view and how much area we've covered. But there's still a lot more space to expand. Now let's knock this down. And I can't forget some buckets of lava. Oh look, that's my first time gathering them. In order to do the lava farm, I'm going to make a row of dripstone. And then put a dripstone spike underneath each one. I'll then line the sides with glass so we can see the lava and it will give us some light. I'll place some of the lava in. And then I just need to make some cauldrons to catch the lava. And that's all there really is to it. As these cauldrons fill, I can then go through and fill this up the rest of the way with the lava. In order to get more cauldrons, though, I need to smelt some of my iron. Oh look, I've already got my first bucket. And as this fills up, I'm just going to cover the top of it with bricks. And I want this room to feel warm like fire, so I'm going to use the red nether wart blocks on the walls. I've got the start of the walls in now and a little bit of the floor. Now I want to start on placing all of the furnaces for our smelter system. This isn't going to be anything high-tech. This is just going to have hoppers coming in and out of the furnaces. And that will just help us so we can put stuff in and take it out easier. And we'll just throw a bucket of lava in each one as we need it. So I'm going to add a hopper to the top of each of these, and this will be the input for any items. And I'll just link a double chest to every 2 hoppers, so that way they can just pour everything in. And then I just want to have hoppers going to the chests in front of them. Okay, so I'll just lay the chests out here. And add the hoppers in behind it. And I definitely need some light over here. That is way too dark. And I'll just throw a few shroom lights in here. Ooh, that looks a lot brighter. I definitely like that. Now I want to get some storage in here so I can store all of the lava buckets I'll be collecting. For the storage, I'm just going to add a bunch of barrels and chests all around here. And now if I need stuff smelted, I just have to throw it in and add a bucket of lava to each furnace. Now I can get the floor finished off. I'm going to be adding a bunch of blocks to make it look like a beautiful rug. And to finish off the roof of the inside of the cave, I want to take this design that I've got here at the openings and apply it to the roof here, and to create a curved top along here. So it looks like someone just built a beautiful room inside an open cave. my gosh, you guys, I love this new storage room so much. I think it turned out amazing. I now have plenty of storage for the rest of the time in this world here. This is going to set us up for a long time. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was so much fun to do. I'd like to thank all of you for the support on the channel lately. It's been so amazing. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out any of my other videos. I've got some linked on the screen for you to check out. And I'll see you guys all next time. Bye!